Hello and welcome to another edition of Inside Dayton. I'm Andrew Estevez at the City's Office of Communications and Public Affairs. Today I'm with David Escobar. He is the city engineer, and as you can see there's some construction going on behind us and you can hear some jackhammers. We're here at the corner of Cass and Wayne where we're doing some traffic calming between 5th and Bainbridge Streets. So,
correct.
What's going on with this project?
Yeah, so this is a federally funded project. We got some money for to do some traffic calming, and more than anything, it's defining the parking that's in the Oregon district here along that stretch. We've got some good business development that's coming on board, and we wanted to define some parking, help the motorists understand where people could park, because we had a couple of rear-end accidents, even with parked cars, and some signage. So these bump outs that we'll be adding along the stretch will help us define that parking and narrow down the road a little bit to keep it, kind of create this business district feel outside of, 5th Street and the Oregon district there.
Gotcha. Yeah, see, we're just outside of Wheatpenny here, and there is parking on the east side of 5th Street here, and even with a flashing light and a sign that says park cars ahead,
right.
We're still having rear-end accidents. So yeah. This is the solution to that problem here. Right. And then also, like you said, people getting on 35, once they're heading towards 35,
right,
if they're heading up the street.
Correct.
So,
Yep.
Yeah.
So we've seen a lot of traffic dissipate coming down to this section. So if you start back towards Wayne and Wilmington where the split happens, a lot of the traffic we see, the heaviest volumes there, up to Kiowee Street. So from Wilmington down to Kiowee Street starts to dissipate as people go to get on 35 off of Kiowee Street, and then as they continue north on Wayne, they'll go off 35 just south of Bainbridge there. So, pretty much most of the traffic is dissipated. They're mostly just coming downtown or into the Oregon district or something of that nature. So
Gotcha.
It's a lot lighter traffic in that area.
Also, speaking of traffic calming, North Main Street. Where are we at there?
Yep. We're still continuing work on that. We're getting close to the finishing touches on that. I know it's been a headache for a lot of our citizens in that corner of the world, but we're coming closer and closer to fruition on that. We've paved the northern section outside of the city, so that you can kind of see that area and how the traffic pattern is going to be laid out with the one lane in each direction with the center left turn lane. And then we're going to come back down through and finish paving. So we've got a little bit more concrete work to do, and then we'll do phased asphalt work to pave it all the way down to Great Miami Boulevard. So
that's a huge project. Yeah, going from Great Miami Boulevard all the way to Shoup Mill. We're actually going outside of the city limits with this because of the grant, right?
Right. Yep. Yeah. That's our contribution in working with the state on that. So we've done design services, inspection services, and handled the payment processing and everything of that nature for it.
Okay. What else we got going on?
We got a lot of things. We just wrapped up Main and 3rd. We had a streetscape improvements over there.
Right.
We got a lot of that done before NATO when they came to town, but that was a federally funded project again that we were able to move up just so we could have the beautification completed before the NATO conference.
Right, accelerated timeline.
Right. We've got work going on at Philadelphia and Salem, so an intersection improvement up there. I think we've done a spot on that. That one's continuing work. Since the NATO conference has left, we were able to start our Main Street project, which is from 6th Street, essentially right around there at the convention center, out to the point, I guess I would call it, south of the 35. Just new pavement, new construction, new lighting, and everything of that nature. So we're excited about that project. There's much needed stuff happening there. So so we're getting a lot of things going. We're always excited about the infrastructure work and the improvement to the infrastructure and the built environment that we can provide. I know the community recognizes it. We just want to make sure that we keep continuing to improve and doing what the community needs.
Right. So. Yeah, I actually brought a cheat sheet with me here because there's so many projects that I couldn't keep it all straight. We have completed the Salem Avenue reconstruction phases 1 through 3 from West Riverview to Cornell. Wayne Avenue widening from Wyoming Street to Waldo Street, so we added a turn lane in front of the Kroger's there, which is really nice. Main Street, a 3rd Street streetscape, which you mentioned. The West 3rd cycle track from Ludlow to Robert. Germantown Street bike lanes from Edwin C. Moses to Euclid. Gettysburg Avenue reconstruction from West 3rd to West 2nd. Great Miami Trail West from the UD softball complex to West River Road and West Riverview Avenue bike path from West 3rd Street to Monument Avenue, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
And those are all done. So.
Yep. Yeah, and the great thing about those is those are majority federally funded or grant funded, so it's not a lot of city involvement, and sometimes we get creative and we pair grant funds with other grant funds and totally save the city investment in it that's required. So most of it's just engineer design time and stuff of that nature. So we do our best to limit the impact to the bottom line for the city.
Gotcha.
As well.
All about leveraging those dollars.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, no.
All
We're
right.
excited. Hopefully, it cools down a little bit so we can get more work done.
Yeah.
We'll
Exactly.
see there.
That's why we're standing in the shade today. All right. Thanks for being on the show, man.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Yep.
And thanks for watching, folks. We'll be back soon with another episode.